Hi. How's it going? I'm back. Did you miss me? I just had to come on and talk to you guys for a bit. Because, it's Friday. And I said I would be back. Hey, Linda. So I'm back. Hey, Heather. Before I get into it, I know my husband's going to watch this afterwards anyway, but so have you ever been doing something on your computer and your husband's doing his own thing and the noise he makes drives you through the roof? You know, sorry, he started laughing. I thought maybe he heard something. Okay, so there's this disorder out there called misophonia. I remember watching an episode on 2020 about it. It made me laugh. I was thinking, I said to my husband, oh my God, isn't everybody like that? Apparently not. So, what misophonia is sounds drive people absolutely not bonkers. Certain sounds, not every sound. So, for some people, it doesn't even bother them. For people who have it, there's varying degrees of it. I have it. So, he's sitting there ever so quietly with his headphones on watching the Android box on his computer. And he's eating veggie sticks, which are healthy. And he's trying to eat them slowly. But I don't think the bowl has an end to it. And all I hear is munch, 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 munch. Dig, 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 dig into the bowl. I said to him, if it looks like I'm having a Tourette's fit over here, it's just because the crunching is driving me crazy. So, thanks for letting me vent for a few seconds. Okay, so I titled this one I Spy. And the reason being is, oh my God, Mary. People chewing, eating oranges, tapping a pen. Oh my Lord. Chewing gum. The list goes on. Red delicious apples. I don't know why they call them delicious, but when people eat them, they are very loud and very annoying. Squirrel. Okay, so anyway. I call this one I Spy. First of all, I want to say thank you. Mary, stop it. I can't stay focused. Yes. Slurping. Oh, Lord. Yep. Anyway. So, Tuesday, I had posted on Facebook that I wasn't going to be doing lives for a few days, and that my heart was broken. So I want to say thank you to all of you who reached out to me and helped me. I'm not one to be, not that I don't want to share my life, because obviously I'm doing that on Facebook Live, but I don't usually comment statuses and am negative on Facebook. But, I just needed all of you to give me strength and courage and just love, and you all did that, and I truly, truly appreciate it. Whenever I go through a situation, I always think about how, and I'd seen it, a friend of mine had put it on her Facebook one day, that whatever's happening is going to make sense on the other side. Whenever I'm going through something, I'm constantly thinking about, okay, when I get through this, there's a lesson in everything, in my opinion, and that lesson will show itself at some point in time. When? I have no idea. But you go through it, and at some point in time you can look back at it and go, oh, okay, that's why that happened. And this situation with my family was one that's been building and building and building over this particular last year, and it's been a lifetime of things, and so a person can only take so much, right? So I kind of made some notes of things with regard to that I really wanted to share with you. You know, I kind of think through all of this last 8 weeks for me have been excruciatingly difficult, but the situations that keep coming up, they're ones that have forced me to let my words out. And hey, Andrea, to speak my truth and to be brave, and do so in a way that's kind but firm, and that I stand up for myself. And I'm not going to take that anymore. I'm going to be 48 this year, so now there comes a point where enough is enough. I can't let my past dictate who I am, and I need to rise above that. And that's what I'm working on right now. You know, and then I look at certain situations and go, okay, in 5 years from now, is this really going to matter? In the way that, is it something I should hold on to as a grudge? Or is it something that in 5 years from now, I can say, holy cow, like, I went through that and look at how it transformed me. So, you know, I try not to let things fester. I was watching the movie, what was the name of it? Light Between Oceans, I think. And there's this one part in the movie where she looks at her husband and he's like happy all the time. And she asks him, like, why are you never mad? Because it was a movie about during the war or just after the war, and he was German. And he said, you only need to forgive once. But to hold on to revenge and to hold on to hate takes your energy all day long. Hey, Jennifer, nice to see you. And I thought, wow, that is so true. Like, I can forgive somebody. That's not for them. That's for me. And then I let it go and it's done. But if you dwell on it and you're like, stay mad at that person, then that takes your energy all day long and it just drags you down. So like, why hang on to that? You know, the whole I Spy thing. So when I commented Tuesday about how my heart was breaking, I made a joke to a friend of mine the other day. I said, you know, Facebook has these algorithms that monitor pretty much everything we do. And while it may freak out some people and it upsets us, like Big Brother's watching, I told him, I said, you know that cop show where they're going like, bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Are gonna come for you kind of thing. I'm like, I said to him, bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Facebook's following you. Like, you can't hide anymore. And that could be maybe a negative thing, but for me, totally positive thing, because Facebook, I'm sure, must have seen or picked up something in the algorithm, because for the last 3 days, the posts that I've been seeing, like the sayings people have been sharing, like one of them was, guilt can't change the past and no amount of anxiety can change the future. That's true. Why feel guilt about anything in the past? Stressing out about what's going to come in the future. Like, why put yourself through that? So, you know, I kind of meditated on that for a little bit. Somebody else posted, never push a loyal person to the point where they no longer care. And my comment to that was, not necessarily a bad thing. Just like being a perfectionist necessarily isn't a bad thing. Hi, Krista. Because if you push a loyal person, and I am very, very loyal, and it's part of being an Aries. Not that I wouldn't care as in I don't care about you anymore, but I don't care if my truth hurts you. Right? Like, I have to be able to speak my truth. We all need to speak our own truth. Have to find a way to do so gracefully and kindly, but firmly, and say, no, This is not what I'm not going to put up with anymore, and stand your ground. People can have an opinion of you, but it's just that. It's an opinion. Doesn't mean it's true. Doesn't mean it's not true. All it is an opinion. The only way that that opinion gets any power is if you give it power and you start to believe what their opinion is. So I thought, though, like, those were a couple of the posts that really stuck out with me. And I've been asked over at least the last couple of weeks, how, what I've done insofar as a way of personal development in the last year to get me to where I am. And I said to the friend I was talking to about that, I'm like, wow, that's a really, really long story. And again, I've alluded to it a little bit, and I will gradually go through it. But my journey started, almost my whole life. My whole life, I've been a student, and I always want to learn and to be better and to improve on myself. So I've always worked on self-improvement and personal development. But, I just kept going along in my life. And when my mother-in-law had her stroke in 2012, the gift she gave me was helping me get my voice, at least find my voice. And then it was up to me to get my voice to be louder and heard. So, there's been a lot of things. It's not just one particular thing. Even my anxiety, I've said before where I never would go grocery shopping without my husband. I wouldn't go anywhere without my husband. But now, I fly all over the place. And you know what I have to say? One of the biggest catalysts for my change, honest to God, has been network marketing. And I know I posted that on Facebook the other day, that Richard Branson quote, that if somebody offers you an opportunity and you don't know if you can do it or not, say yes and learn how to do it later. If I would have known in June 2014 when I started network marketing, that this is how it was going to push me out of my comfort zone, I probably never would have done it. But I wanted something better. I wanted a better life. I wanted to be able to have a different life. And so I said yes. And the result so far has been phenomenal and something I am eternally grateful for. So I am grateful for Facebook's algorithms. I am grateful that it spies on me. And as a result, certain things show up in my newsfeed to provide encouragement when it's needed. And I am grateful and blessed beyond measure for all of you who have helped me through the last few days. It's meant a lot to me, and I really appreciate it. You just can't want to swear. Shit happens, and it's not always fun. And I did say on Tuesday, I'm going to get right back on it. I need a few days. And I gave myself a few days. And now those few days is over. And I am back. And I've probably rambled on a little bit longer than I intended. I think he's finished his bowl of veggie sticks. It's pretty quiet back there. So nice. I love my husband. I truly do. But some noises are really, really irritating. There's only so many deep breaths you can take before you're like... Anyway, okay, thanks for putting up with my silliness today. If you get any value from my silliness, I think on the top corner, well, for me it's over here, so for you it might be over there. You can check mark to get notifications when I come on and do lives. I try to do them every day, but so far it's been like almost every few days. So you can do that. I would love to know if we're not connected, because these go public. So if we don't know each other, please in the comments, I do go through them all. So Comment on anything. If this helped you in any way, let me know. If you have specific questions and you want to get more in detail as to what I've gone through and how I've been able to help myself and what specifically I have done, by all means, reach out to me on Facebook, send me a private message. And if you think this can help somebody else, please share it. But my whole goal is just to share my heart with all of you. And again, to thank you for all of your help in this last week. Hey, Laura! How are ya? Okay, all right. I guess I'm gonna go. Because I have stuff I have to do, I guess. I don't know what yet, but I'll figure it out. Okay, have an amazing weekend, everybody. I'm not sure if I'll get around to living tomorrow because I have an event I have to go to, but if I can, I'll try and sneak one in for a few minutes. Have an awesome weekend, and thanks so much for tuning in. Bye.